Good morning, everybody. I also want to acknowledge Ken Haver, who's been one of the conference chairs as well. Okay, so this is going to be a short talk. The purpose of this talk is to explain a little bit about the kind of organizational leadership structure of what we've been doing over the course of the last year. The conference has been very intentionally organized to focus a lot on basic science and pathophysiology yesterday. And then for today to be an opportunity for us to say, let's put this all together, roll up our sleeves and get to work and really kind of make a difference in the lives of these patients. And of course, everything we do, we believe very strongly should be a partnership between bedside clinicians, nurses, and clinical care providers, and scientists working in the lab, and patients and families who know their bodies and their children better than anybody. And I think the only way to make any progress is to have a really strong partnership among all those people. And therefore, we have a few organizations that kind of put that all together. Dave and I will discuss what HRC3 is all about. Nisha will discuss what Heterotaxy Connection is. And of course, I also want to acknowledge Benderson Heart Center, which is kind of the host and helping us get organized for this particular conference. So the HRC3 started about 2 years ago, Heterotaxy Research and Clinical Care Collaborative. And so one goal of ours is to promote research collaboration, both basic science, translational science, clinical research, health services research, all the types of research you need to do, both locally and multi-center studies and through use of a national registry. Number two, providing recommendations for clinical care standards. We just heard a minute ago about how we feel really strongly about recommending vaccines and recommending who needs to get an upper GI for malrotation analysis and who needs to get a PCD evaluation. If you just ask 100 different centers to do what they feel is best, everyone's going to get different care. Not that that care is bad, but we do want to offer recommendations based on expert and evidence opinion on what people should be doing. We want to offer professional development and networking by hosting scientific conferences, promoting future scholarship among trainees, and building national networks. And of course, building data infrastructure. We heard a little bit this morning about the value of national registries. We want to get into the registry business. These are the people that have been very active in HRC3 this past year. That top line there is myself, Dave, and Nisha. Ken and Steve were very instrumental in many aspects of HRC3, including being co-chairs of this conference. Yadira and Chris are putting together a really beautiful toolkit and promoting the use of our clinical centers of excellence. Emily Buchholz has been a master in registry and kind of using big data to answer some questions. And Stephanie Ware, who's unable to be here because of a family situation, and Al Geddes have been really pushing the needle forward in terms of research. Yes, and Dave will take the last two slides.
All right, thank you so much, Tom. So just a little bit more about our structure, and I will say that this has been a very sort of grassroots and organic effort and growth, especially on the clinical care collaborative side. So where we are now is different from where we will be in a year. And the key message from this slide and the next slide is get involved. If something appeals to you or there's a certain way you want to get involved, please do. We are missing things, I know it, on this slide. I'm sure we have some blind spots, so we welcome ideas, we welcome collaboration. We are a very sort of big tent way of thinking of things. So as you heard, Nisha, Tom, and I lead HRC3 together. You heard about our conference chairs. This is something that we hope to do on a yearly basis. We hope to alternate virtual conferences like we did last year with in-person conferences like we're seeing today around the country to increase accessibility for different families and different centers. You heard a moment ago about becoming an HRC3 clinical center. We very much hope you will consider doing this. We are here to support you. Registry development. This is really where we need to go in the next year, year and a half. Building the foundations for multi-center, multidisciplinary, multi-organ research so we can really understand individuals with heterotaxy better and drive outcomes. We will get to the point where individuals will submit proposals for research projects. So we're going to need a committee to vet those projects, provide feedback, and help those move along. Future, but hopefully not too far in the future committees, we need individuals to help with the website. We all know that websites and social media, that's how people interface these days. It's critically important. So please consider becoming involved there. Same with social media, communication. And then education, we would love to get to a point where it's not just a yearly meeting, but maybe it's a monthly or every other month webinar on a specific topic that we all need to learn more about. Some could be clinician-oriented, others could be family-oriented, or both. Just a little bit more on getting involved. We have a very simple web domain, HRC3.org. Please go there. There's important information there and ways to contact us. We are going to have individual working groups this afternoon. Please, you can self-identify and go to whatever speaks to you. Consider joining some of these committees that I mentioned. And the major areas of involvement, I think we've gone over already. But again, the key takeaway here is please get involved in whatever way speaks to you. So from there, I will turn it over to my colleague, Nisha.
Thank you. Heterotaxy Connection has been around since 2014, and it started with less than 100 families and has grown to well over 2,200 families that bridge across 25 countries. There's a need out there. Oftentimes we are the lifesaver that gets thrown out to these families in their time of need. Our mission is to create a world in which individuals and families affected by heterotaxy find the support, the education and empowerment they need to live the best lives possible. We are dedicated to making a positive impact in the lives of those touched by this congenital disease. We have family support and community, education and advocacy, clinical partnership with HRC3 and others, and scientific advancements. As I look at the progress that we have made over the last 10, 11 years, from my daughter is just an itty bitty, with wondering who had anything like this. Did my daughter just have the worst luck in the entire world with every birth defect known to mankind? To now a nationwide and global network in which we have and offer that support. Oh, one too far. All right, so this is our structure right now for our leadership. We are growing. We have been a very small but mighty committee, but now we received the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative Rare as One grant last year. With that comes with some pretty phenomenal tools for us. And as such, we are growing very rapidly. So Nick Saban is our president. Carly Richards is our vice president. I am the executive director. Monica Bloom is our marketing director. Renee Harrell is our programming director. And Allison Chandra is our science director. We have been commented by many people, wow, you guys can do amazing things with a very, very small group. But we want that to grow. We need that to grow in order to be able to sustain and continue this growth. So take these brochures. I have these out there on the table. There's some at the registration table. Take a handful. If you would like some for your institutions, I'm happy to mail them to you. We want you to share these with your families. They need that support. They need to know that they are not in this alone. If you are interested in providing webinars and workshops for family programs, you can contact Renee. We are getting ready to launch some educational materials. We would like to provide some newly diagnosed webinars. We'd like to provide different opportunities for our families to learn from not AI, but from definitely some good sources. So we do need feedback and people that can help us with that. As well as as we grow, we need to expand, and we are looking for more board members. So if you're interested, please contact Nick about that. So thank you so much for coming. We are so grateful for all of you and all you do for our community.